Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from AUZAI. This is their 15.6-inch IPS 1080p portable monitor. You can pick this up on Amazon at the time of this review for about $185. I'll have that link in the description below where you guys can check it out as always. Is this worth your money? We're going to dig into it right now and find out. Okay, let's take a quick look at the specifications on this particular monitor. It is made by AUZAI, and the model number is ME16Z01. It is a 15.6-inch IPS display at 1080p. The default color temperature is 6500K, although you can change that. Now your viewing angles, since it is an IPS display, are going to be 85 degrees in all angles, horizontal and vertical. You do have a contrast ratio of 1000 to 1. Your brightness is at 250 CD, and you do have built-in speakers, 2 of those, 1 watt apiece. So they're not going to be too powerful, but we're going to do a test on that, so you'll see that a little bit later in the video. So let's take a look at what comes inside the box. Obviously, you're going to get some documentation here, warranty registration, and your user manual for this particular monitor. You're going to want to hold on to those because they have good information in there. Now, you also get a screen protector. They give you a screen protector for this monitor. If you choose to use it, that is fine. It's good that it's included. They also give you a microfiber type cloth here to clean the monitor up or just polish it up if it gets any fingerprints on it. Now they do give you several cables here, a mini HDMI to HDMI cable for hooking up something like your Nintendo Switch or your Xbox or a PC or a laptop. Now they also give you 2 different cables here for your charging and using of just a single USB Type-C device. So you have a USB Type-C to USB Type-C and a USB Type-A to a USB Type-C. On the left-hand side of the monitor, you're going to see a back and power button. You're going to see a jog wheel in the center, and you're going to see a 3.5mm output for headphones if you do want to hook those up. The right-hand side of the monitor, you're going to have that mini HDMI port, and you're going to have 2 USB Type-C ports. The middle one is for your audio and video input, and the bottom one is going to be for your power. You may need to use a different power source depending on how much power draw you're getting from the device that you hook up, and I'll explain that to you right now. Okay, so a quick note on charging our powering this device. You do have 2 different cables, a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. Low powered devices like phones that support video and audio out, like my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, will work just fine with just 1 cable. Now they do offer a second cable here on the left, which is a USB Type-A to USB Type-C. You will have to plug this into something like a wall adapter to give it that 5-volt power that it needs for larger items such as maybe your Nintendo Switch, your Xbox One, your PS4, a laptop PC, that type of thing. You probably have one from whatever phone you're using, Apple, iPhone, Android phone, or tablet, whatever. Any of those will work. They don't include an adapter in the box, but you can use one of your existing ones, no problem. Okay, so here is the monitor up and running on my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, hooked up via just 1 single USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. It can go up to about 75 in brightness, 75 out of 100 in brightness. If you go over that, then it sucks too much power, and you're going to need a secondary cable, which is that USB Type-A to USB Type-C, connected to any 5-volt. It can be a power bank, it can be the wall, or whatever. So as you can see, this looks really good. This is an IPS display, great viewing angles, good color overall. This is a game called Sky that you can check out on the Google Play Store if you want to, but I'm just using it as a demonstration. And overall, you get a really solid picture out of this. Now, you may notice a little bit of ghosting, but that ghosting is just because I think I'm recording this in 4K, and it's only a 1080p at 60 hertz, and I'm recording at 4K at 30, so that's where that ghosting comes from. In actual usage, you really won't see that at all. But overall, great colors, great contrast, great picture, great viewing angles. Okay, so let's take a look at the on-screen menu that you can access here. You do have your brightness and contrast, which you can go into. Brightness will go all the way to 100. Right now it's set at 75. Now, if I go over 75 just connected via that one cable, it draws too much power and then it resets. So that's something that you have to be concerned about if you're going to use this and you're using a lower powered device and you don't want to overload it and have to hook up a power bank or another 5-volt solution. It'll only go up to about 75 on the brightness before it'll kick off. Now you also have color temperature here, 65K and 9300K. So you've got those two. One's a little warmer, one's a little cooler. I particularly like the 6500K. You also have a user where you can change it to whatever you want as well to fine tune it if you would like to do so. You've got hue and saturation as well as 6 color and color gamut built into the color settings menu. And then we have audio settings down here. You can mute the 1-watt speakers that are at the bottom, or you can go from your volume all the way from 0 to 100. And I will do a quick test real quickly of the audio. Okay, so as you could hear, the audio is pretty good for 2 1-watt speakers. Gets plenty loud. Now you're going to lack some bass there, obviously, but you really don't have to worry about how loud the audio can get on this. Now in other settings, we've got our aspect ratio, either full or 16.9. Now if you change your aspect ratio, you have to go and adjust your brightness again. So that's something that you'll have to go up and rechange. That was one quirk that I found with this monitor. If you do a lot of on-the-fly changes, sometimes you'll have to go back in and readjust your brightness because it resets it down to 30% there. Other than that, no other quirks were really found. But if we go back into other settings here, you're going to be able to see that we also have FreeSync that you can enable. So if you have a FreeSync enabled device, you can enable that. Your language setting for the OSD as well as HDR also you can enable. So if you have an HDR enabled device hooked up to this, you can actually enable that as well. And then if we go back, your input source here is going to either be what it's connected to, Type-C, or that mini HDMI to HDMI, which you'll be using for something like your Nintendo Switch. It shows your current resolution and maximum resolution. Both are currently set to 1080p at 60 Hertz. Okay, so who is this monitor for? Well, it's for pretty much everybody. You can hook up a mobile device like I did during this demonstration and have a bigger screen to game on or do whatever you want. You can use this for a secondary screen for a laptop or a PC to increase your productivity. You can also, of course, use this for your Nintendo Switch, your PS4, or your Xbox One. Any of those will work great with this portable monitor. You also save a lot of space because it is portable and it can fold up and fit in a backpack or a laptop bag, no problems whatsoever. Now, my final thoughts about this as a product is that it has a really nice IPS display with good colors and excellent viewing angles, as you guys can see. It also has 2 1-watt speakers that surprisingly push very loud audio, although you are lacking a little bit in bass, of course. Overall, I think AUZAI did a great job with this product, and I'm definitely giving it a thumbs up. If you're looking for a portable monitor, this should be on your short list. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.